I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known, and when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself
Sally, I was a little bit hard on you last week, and I'm only being hard on you because I honestly feel that you have something special and that you can go all the way in this contest. I know we're mentors for each of our categories, but there's every chance that at some stage one of us will sit here and we'll have nobody in our category, and we have to find somebody in this contest that has the X factor and can sell records globally. And I believe you can do that. I really do. But I felt in that song, for the first half of the song, you thought too much about it. You were thinking about it. You looked a little scared. You got to the big notes. You started to own it. And then I started to believe it. So maybe work on that for next week, because I definitely believe you will be here next week. Well done.
Thank you.
Sally, of course my groups are my favourite, but I must say, apart from them, you have shown every week exactly what Ronan is saying. You have something special, something that is so believable and so inviting. Every time I hear you sing, I don't want it to end. Now, the only critical thing I would say is that we've seen you nail your performance, nail your vocal every week, but I reckon there's just this other notch that you can go to where, say for example, that song, there's this desperation while you're singing it, because it almost looks too easy for you. And if you can really grasp the lyrics of the song and just notch it up just slightly more where, I don't know, people are on the edge of their seats, I think that's when you're going to have the moment that everyone's going to be talking about at the water cooler. But otherwise, I love you. Always, you're great.
Love you too. Thank you, guys.
I love you too, Sally, and you do everything, the same thing every week. You come out, it's always a huge vocal, it's always a massive performance. But for me this week, I just felt that you were bored. I felt bored watching it, and I don't know why. It was boring. I don't know if you still have a little bit of sickness left or whether you were struggling through it, but to me it was just not as good as I've seen you before.
It's all right. Thank you anyway.
Sally, I think everybody in the room enjoyed that. What do you reckon? Sally, I don't know if people at home appreciate how incredibly difficult that song is to sing and how exposed you are. And the one thing we talked about before you went on stage was really feeling the song, and I 100% 100% thought that you gave all your emotion into that. It was such a beautiful performance. I had goosebumps, and I just love working with you. You're an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Nat.
Hello.